Despite signing Eze, we finished 7th once again and lost in the Conference League final to Malmo on penalties. Some more signings are definitely needed. Let's get straight into the finale.
And this is what the team looks like going into the final season. But trust me, there is going to be some big changes. The board have given us £59 million to spend, and that's exactly what we're going to do. But Tarkowski is retiring at the end of the season. Obviously, this is our final season anyway, but he's now 79 rated. It is a real shame. So we have transfer listed him to see if he can go and get a bag somewhere else. Maybe Saudi Arabia. We'll have to wait and see. But we've also listed Jake O'Brien. He's not been involved really at all over the first 2 seasons. He's kind of just average, and we need to excel this season. And finally, Undai. I know this is a controversial one. He's 82 rated, but he's just not been performing. I'd much rather cash in and upgrade on someone else. But as you can see, because we're playing Undai at the striker and Callum Wilson very sadly retired, we will never forget what he did for us. It leaves us with basically no striker other than Schmitti in the club. So that is somewhere we're definitely going to have to sign. But once again, we're going to check out the Championship to see who went down. And Bournemouth have taken my fancy. They're now in the Championship, and they're definitely going to have some ballers. Like Big Boy Dean, the centre-back, 21 years old, 6'6", and this man has so much hype about him in real life. He's potentially going to Real Madrid. And then we have Evan Nilsson, and he could be the perfect solution to our striker issue. But now it's time for players to be leaving, and Jake O'Brien has gone to Brighton for £10 million, and then Undai has gone to Crystal Palace for just under £40 million, leaving us with a ginormous £107 million to spend. So we have decided just to pull the trigger and sign Evan Nilsson for £45 million from Bournemouth. It's basically just a straight swap in terms of value for Undai, and hopefully he can outperform him, because if you look at these stats, he's really good and really all-rounded as well. 5'11", he's got a bit of physicality, he's got good dribbling, good finishing, and with him in this team, I think that front three looks like an absolute joke. But as you can see, we have a very clear issue with squad depth. We have no one beyond the 9 substitutes. This is a massive issue. And the same can be said about centre mids, because all we have is Bellingham, Macau, Eze and Garner to rotate between those 3 roles. That is simply just not enough. And with £57 million left, we ideally want to be signing a star centre-back. So we can't use too much fit on a backup centre mid. So we've got Abu Fani, weird name, as one of the options here. Again, just an all-rounded player, useful as a backup player. And then we've got Marlon Gomez, which I like a lot because he can play attacking midfield and right wing. Versatility will help counter the lack of squad depth. And finally, Andre Horta. He's cheap, can play DM. I like him a lot. We're going to decide between one of them 3. And we had to go for Horta because we managed to get a deal for £5 million. That is an absolute bargain. But we didn't just stop there, because we actually got an attacking midfield backup as well in Kaku from Al Ain for £14 million. So as you can see, Kaku here, 79 rated, is actually a bit of a baller, but we're still lacking in the left wing department, with McNeil being our only natural left-sided attacker. So once again, we're going to have to find some players. I did warn you it was going to be a very busy window, but we're still trying to make it extremely realistic. So we're actually having a look at the Championship for a backup left winger, and Gassama looks unbelievable. 22 years old, 75 rated with 88 pace, and still coming in under that £10 million mark. And then Jack Clark. He's a bit higher level, 78 rated, a bit of a different style of winger, a bit more technically gifted. So it is going to be a difficult decision. But with £32 million in the budget and still the need for a star centre-back, we have made the sensible decision of getting Gassama for £11.5 million, just because he is a lot cheaper. And as you can see, the squad depth is now to a level where it's usable. We've got the Horta, the Kaku, the Gassama. I'm liking it a lot, but it does only leave us with £18 million to be signing that centre-back, and we found 2 that we like the look of, but it might be tight for the finances. Firstly, Kevin Danso, 83 rated. He's a big, strong centre-back that will go perfectly next to Braithwaite. And then we've got Federico Gatti. Again, like I said though, it is going to be tough to get the funds together for this. I mean, I tried my best to sign them without selling anyone else, but they just wouldn't have it. So Schmitti has gone to Norwich for just under £5 million. I know what you're thinking. Well, we signed a striker because we had no one else. I'd much rather, to be fair, use Cho, even use Eze in a number 9 role over than Schmitti, to be fair. So it's freed up a bit of budget, and we've finally been able to bring in a star centre-back that can hopefully be the difference maker for us, and it's Danso for £24.5 million. If you look at the stats, He is going to fit in this back line perfectly. The ratings of this team are just shooting up. But with Schmidt going, I have kind of decided, as much as, I'm happy using Cho down the middle, we don't really have right wing backup. So we are going to be sensible and just loan in a striker. And as you can see right here, we have got Colombo from Milan. He is loan listed, so we're going to go in for it. And suddenly, I'm not sure what this glitch is, but as you can see, we literally only have £9 in the budget. But when we've countered the negotiation of the wage split, it has just let us accept it. So we're going to abuse that glitch, and he has joined on loan. As you can see, he's actually a really good level striker to be our backup, much better than Schmitty, and technically he's cost us absolutely nothing. So this is the final team going into the first half of the final season. Wish us luck, and I'll show you any key highlights. I mean, there was a key strong point in this team, and it was the defence. As you can see, lead try player Brantford just using his strength, just bullying opposition strikers, and we play some nice football, as you can see here. We find it with Fernandes. I can't talk highly enough about him, and now it's into Cho, into Evan Nilsson, and he's came in and scored goals. That's exactly what you need. Just like that, we have made it to January. Time to check out the league, the player stats, all of that good stuff. So firstly, the league table, how's it looking? I mean, we're sat in 5th place. There's a bit of a jump up to 4th, but I can't complain at all. We've improved on previous seasons. It's looking very good. But let me tell you about this team. The ratings tell you half the story. Fernandes might be the best right back in the entire league. He wins the ball back. He carries it up absolutely perfectly. Cho, we already know how good he is. Eze's up to 85. Bellingham's got up to 81. Like, the team is an absolute joke. And then Evan Nilsson's put up 12 in 19. You can't really moan at all. That's a really solid return. First season for Everton, and he's doing his job well. McNeil has put up 9 in 16. The goals are a bit more spread round this year. I don't mind that whatsoever. Cho, 7 and 5. Everyone's getting involved in the goals. That's a really good sign. And then Eze, 3 and 8. He's just the pure creative spark of this team, as you can quite clearly see. But obviously, we did sign that backup striker with £0, so you won't be surprised to know we basically have no money left. So, looking back at this team, we've had a great start. The players are performing well. I'm happy with the backup. We're just going to get into the second half of the season. So I'll show you if there is any key highlights or stop if there's any massive games that pop up. But other than that, I'll see you at the end of the season. And I'm stopping you for a big game because we're in the FA Cup semi-final. This is one we can't mess up. We desperately want to win one bit of silverware before we call it quits with Everton. And this is a great opportunity. We're against Luton. The final is going to be against a tough team. We're accepting that. If we can get there, we stand as good of a chance as they do. So this is the team we're going in with. It's a Wembley trip for the boys. The ratings are looking fantastic. Our first Wembley trip of the season. Hopefully it's not our last, because if we get to the final, woo, I don't think we're bottling that FA Cup. But we have to get past Luton first. Wish us luck. They've just got the game underway. As you can see, we're starting really high pressing, and Eze has won it. He's made it straight through Evan Nilsson. They've only got one defender back, and he's just choked him. He's got past him. We're under 3 minutes in to the FA Cup semi-final, and we have just scored. We're 1-0 up. Perfect start. Evan Nilsson, I told you about his physicality. He's only 5'11", almost a little bit like Callum Wilson. Uses his body fantastically. A great finish. Okay, they've got a free kick. 33 minutes in. They've booted it long, but that is Eze's. That's an awful free kick. I'm not sure what they're doing there. Now, Eze's just running forward. He's using a bit of skill. He has been tackled, but so far in the first half, our team have been really good at winning the ball back. And as you can see there, Macau's just run across, won it back, and now he's sprinting up the pitch. We've got a few players hovering in the box, and one of them is Cho, and it's found him. It's control. And it's a finish. We're 2-0 up inside the first half of the FA Cup semi-final. We may as well start booking our tickets to Wembley. What a start this has been. Okay, they've just got the game underway again. This is their, third or fourth kickoff they've had to do. And Bellingham, that just sums up our performance so far. The determination to win the ball back all the time. Okay, they've got a bit unlucky there. They've got the ball and their player is still down. That's an absolutely massive challenge from Bellingham. He's still feeling the effects of it. And I back us to win it back again. Oh my God, again, Fernandes that time. What a fantastic challenge. That was Eze. He's found it to Cho. Surely this is free inside the first half. Oh my God, no. Is that it? Yeah. We're seeing a highlight, right? I mean, it was meant for Evan Nilsson, obviously. They skipped him and McNeil's taken it. I mean, that has gone in, hasn't it? That's why we're seeing the highlights. I'm not sure why it's cut out like that. Okay, they've just gone short from a corner into Chong. He's put a ball in. Fernandes has done good enough, and now Bellingham can start a counter-attack. This is exactly what we want to see. He's baited the defender in, played it to Cho. It's time to go. We're feeling a bit expressive. Let's try something a bit cheap. Okay, no more of that. And that is the game done and dusted. We are in the FA Cup final. We don't know who it's against yet, but whoever it is, we're ready for them. That defensive display, I back us to be any team. Tottenham or City, don't care who. Would rather Tottenham, obviously, but we'll beat either of them. It doesn't matter. So, nothing else left to do. I'll just sim to the final and let's play it. Okay, it is Man City. This is going to be a real test, it's fair to say, but I back us to do it. The same starting 11. Nothing's changing. We need this, basically. It's the end of Season 3 now. We're not going to win the league, obviously. It's the only competition we're still in. It's our last chance to win some silverware. We've got to do this. Okay, early doors. Foden's on the ball. That's going to be a real test to keep him quiet. And he's ran past very nicely. He's still going. Bramthwaite's missed the challenge. Now Haaland's through. Danso, that's perfect. Okay, they've got the ball with Rodri now. Into Bernardo Silva. Back to Rodri. That's really nice football. Now it's Haaland. Over to Bernardo Silva. Oh, my, that's a big save from Pickford, but they're really applying the pressure. Okay, from that corner, it looks like they're going to be going short, and they have to Bernardo Silva, who's gone past Mikalenko. But Evan Nilsson, risky, but I love it. Okay, they've got a corner again. It looks like they're going short once again. It didn't work last time for them. And Macau's over there now, and that is a dangerous game for them to play with him around. And oh my God, what a block that is from Fernandes. Can we start a counter-attack though? I think that's going to be our best chance against this style of Man City. And Cho's on the ball. Evan Nilsson's running behind, and no one's anywhere near him. Botman can't keep up, and he's through on goal. We're 1-0 up in the FA Cup final. Not sure what their defence is doing. I told you, counter-attacks are going to be the key to us winning this game. Solid defensive performance, counter with Cho and Evan Nilsson. And as you've seen right there, it's worked perfectly. What a finish that is. Look, great control on the half volley. Cross goal, perfection. Okay, they've got the game underway. 24 minutes in, it's a perfect time to score to, settle the pressure a bit because they have been non-stop attacking. But we have been defending well. Let's not, do ourselves a disservice here. But once again, it's looking like it could be dangerous as Haaland's just hovering with the ball. Danso is bullied in there. And now Bellingham can start a counter-attack once again. We're in a good position now. It's Eze on the ball. He's made it through to Cho. That's a lovely ball. Now Cho's for on goal. Oh my God. When are we going to start having a serious conversation about Cho winning a Ballon d'Or? I'm being serious at this point. I know winning the FA Cup probably isn't enough, but screw it. Have you seen what he does every time we're in a big game? Go back to episode 1, episode 2. I guarantee you, when Cho's on the pitch in a big game, he performs. It's just what he does. A goal and an assist in the final. Okay, we've got the second half underway now, and Eze's picked it up. He's tried to chest it over. Oh no. Oh no, I think we're down to 10 men. McNeil, that's a horrible challenge. And he might have cost us the final. Please. Oh my God, I'm not sure how that is only a yellow. That was like knee height. Straight studs up. Porro is definitely feeling that one tomorrow. I think we've got a bit lucky there. Okay, they've got it on this left-hand side with Doku, but Fernandes has had him all game, and he's done it again. Doku's still on him, so he's cut back, and look, he's cut him again. This is what I'm on about with Fernandes. He's unbelievable. He's now played it into Cho, and the attack's kind of fizzled out. But appreciate what Fernandes can do defensively and on the ball. We've got a free kick. Basically 90 minutes in. The game should be secured, but a third wouldn't go amiss, and McNeil's lining this one up. He's gone for it. McNeil, Messi, spot the difference. I bet you can't. We're 3-0 up against Man City in the FA Cup final. Let that sink in for a second. McNeil, 90th minute at Wembley, has just pinged it top bins from 25, 30 yards. Maybe more 25 to be fair. But the technique on it. That's a wonder of a left foot. And we're 3-0 up. That's obviously the game secured. We've kept a clean sheet in the FA Cup final. We've scored 3. And we have finally won some silverware. We get to lift the FA Cup. It's not the Carabao Cup either. The FA Cup is a really big trophy to win. And Everton have done it. We've taken them to consistent top half finishes with 2 7ths back to back. We're still yet to see where we finish this year. And now we've won silverware. The trophy lift. What a moment for these players. They've deserved it. And I must say, I think the defence have carried us. We have now played through the rest of the season. Time to check out our final league position. To be fair, I know we're not relegated because where we were in January. So, because we've won the FA Cup, I don't really care too much about this. And we finished 8th. That's absolutely fine by me. So we've, had 2 7th place finishes, an 8th place finish, and an FA Cup. I think that is Everton successfully rebuilt. But Evan Nilsson did put up 19 and 8 in 37 and 9 and 6 in the FA Cup with 3 assists. That's unbelievable numbers. McNeil, 15 and 8 in the league. Like, he was a massive role this year. Cho, 13 and 8, 9 goal involvements in 6 FA Cup games. Eze, 13 and 15 is a ridiculous return from an attacking midfielder. He's been one of the best signings we've made for sure. But like I said, I think we have rebuilt Everton quite successfully. This is what our final team looks like. Go back to the start of episode 1. Compare it to the starting team. Now look at it here. I think we've definitely done our role. We've won some silverware. We've had some good league finishes. But make sure to let me know down below what team you want me to rebuild next. But if you have made it this far, thank you so much for watching. And until next time, goodbye.